Going to university can be a really challenging, very exciting of course, but challenging time for parent and child, young person, adult. And of course, as a parent, you want to be sending them off, packing them off away with all the tools that they need to get themselves started. I'm Claire Jones, I'm a nutritional therapist and naturopath, keenly interested in low-tox living, and all the years of having my children at home when they go away and start their life as being young people by themselves out there in the real world, I really want them to have a lot of the tools I've taught them as they were growing up, but also things that are going to help them really blossom into themselves while they're away. Now, I have a son already at university. I have another son going to university this time, and then next year I'll have my youngest son going to university, so I'll have 3 at the same time going there. My godson has just finished university. I've got lots of friends who have been off there, their young people have been there. So I feel that I have quite a good insight into how young people are when they're away. Of course, everybody's different, but a generalised look into that and the different things that they need in terms of their emotional well-being, their physical well-being, the practicalities of being away. So I'm going to be talking to you about some ways that you are able to help your child as they go off to university. So today, 5 ways that you can help your young person, your adult child going off to university. So the first one is to have a really great diffuser for them to take away. Now, all the products that I'm talking about today come from doTERRA. I really rate the products there. I use them myself at home. My children are already used to using them, so they're going to be going off using these products with some knowledge already. So I would always advise, if possible, that you get them into your house earlier on so that they're taking away familiar things. Starting off with the diffuser, because I've got it so close to me, it's all bubbling here in my face, but it smells beautiful. And of course, it's no toxins, it's low tox. So in fact, no toxins, not even low tox, it's no toxins. So I have no problem with it being here. But of course, if you're using this in your home or for your child when they're off at university, they're not going to have this in their face. They're going to probably have it on the desk or by the side of the bed or something. So the great thing about this diffuser is it's got a timer on it. It can be from a couple of hours up to 12 hours. So they can have it even on overnight, which is really, really helpful, especially if they're needing support maybe with sleep, if they don't want to be thinking about it while they're doing their studying, if they're needing just to get their room smelling nicer and being a little bit more welcoming. So this diffuser comes with a lavender, which is fantastic. Many people know about lavender. It's fantastic calming properties, great to be helping with resting and sleep. Another side bonus of it is it's fantastic for skin, so you can add it to creams if you've got sons and daughters who want to be looking after their skin as well, but also for burns. So when they're getting in the kitchen, maybe you have a young person who isn't used to cooking, burns, putting this, it can go straight on neat if you have a burn. I've done this many times. Pop a couple of drops on, 10 minutes later maybe another couple of drops, and then it's as if the burn hasn't been there. That's my experience anyway. And it also comes with a wild orange, the oil of abundance. And of course at university you want the abundance of joy, of happiness, of living, of experiences, of learning new things. It's just so uplifting. So for being away from home, it's important, isn't it, to have a little extra something that may be able to really boost you in moments that you're feeling challenged, maybe unsure of yourself, maybe just needing that little extra confidence. But also wild orange, fantastic with these doTERRA oils, to be putting a couple of drops in water, really helping to cleanse the body, to be supporting your liver. Think of all the things that are going to be going into young person's body when they're away at university. So it's great as, like, instead of a cordial drink, a really extra super addition for them while they're away. I've moved the diffuser now over there so it's not quite in my face. So next of all, and these are the things that really excite me, because as a nutritional therapist, I'm into the nutrition, and for young people going away, whether they're quite good at cooking, whether they're excellent at cooking, whether they have no cooking experience whatsoever, it is a new challenging time, and so the body really does need supporting with all those different challenges and experiences that are going on. Now, this pack here is called the Lifelong Vitality Pack, LLV for short. And in here we have a really great variety of the foundations of nutrition for health. There are the essential fatty acids. These are the vegan ones. And as we cannot produce our own essential fatty acids, omega-3 and omega-6, that's why they're called essential. We have to get them from our diet. These really are important. So not only for things like eye health and skin health, but also for brain health, really important. The second one actually to talk about is the vitamins and minerals. These are the foundations of all your micronutrients, so things like iron and selenium and different things that we need to be having every day to be really boosting our foundations. Because of course, when we've got the right foundations of health, we're giving our body the opportunity to be able to be its best. And then my favourite out of the pack is the alpha CRS. These are the antioxidants in here, different cofactors, different enzymes that are really supporting the body, up-leveling the body. So going through changes, these are top-notch. Now, I would suggest that you get these in advance for your young person to be taking before they go away to uni, so they're used to taking them. So it's not an added thing to be thinking about. But even if you haven't done that, sending them off with these, this is a month's supply here. This is really going to be supporting their body when potentially they may be living off processed food, low quality food, that type of thing. So just bear that in mind. And the difference of these supplements compared to many, these are bioavailable, so we know that the body is going to use them, and they have got these wonderful pure essential oils in here, therapeutic grade, which have their own bonuses as well to them. You'll be able to find more about those on other videos from me. Now, as an add-on to these three here is the MetaPower Mito to Max. Now, this is like an energy booster. Instead of having to go for the caffeine, go for energy boosting tablets, things like this, these little wonderful supplements in here are really supporting the mitochondria in the body. So they're those little organelles that live in our cells that create the energy that we need. And it can also be really helping with our adrenals and all that extra worried energy, areas in life that are really needing quite a bit of support. So this is a great add-on because you can get it cheaper when you buy your LLV. So a really great thing to be, the young person to be having every month in case they need it, or as a general supplement to be supporting them through this really big change in their lifestyle. Now, this little lovely pot here is called a deep blue stick, and it has the deep blue proprietary blend in here from doTERRA, which is very, very, very supportive to aching muscles, achy body, that type of thing. So think of tiredness, think of going out, think of maybe you have a young person who's doing loads of sports, that type of thing. This can be so supportive to the body when they've got to get up for a lecture have to go and do something and they're really exhausted and finding it tricky, this can be very supportive. It smells like a well-known pharmaceutical that you may be able to get from a pharmacy to help with aching muscles. The research isn't great on that, of how effective it is. This is really fantastic. And because it comes in like this, it's like a deodorant pack here. It can be rolled on. By deodorant pack, I mean it's like a stick that you can put onto your skin. You don't have to touch it. So you can just simply put it onto the achiness, back, legs, shoulders, neck maybe, from even if it's not a sporty, even if they're not sporty, leaning over computers can be really, really supportive. Now you can get it also in a cream format, but then that's going on hands. You have to be careful near eyes. My experience is that young people don't really want to use that. They want to get on with stuff and they want to be using this nice and quickly for it to get the job done so that they're feeling better in the moment, and then they can get on with all the things that they need to be doing in their day. And then the last one to be sending them away with, getting them really ready and prepared for those first few weeks when they're at university, is some really good quality laundry liquid. Now, for many, it's going to be their first experience of washing clothes, of looking after themselves in this sort of self-hygiene way. Now, normal laundry liquids that you may buy from a supermarket, they're, of course, generally a lot of them can be quite cheap, but they're incredibly toxic. Not only to the planet around us, but to our individual bodies. So things of causing problems with skin, the fragrances in there are synthetic, causing problems with coughing, lungs potentially, breathing, that type of thing. So I send mine off with just one of these, will last them for the whole year. You only need a really tiny concentrated amount, and it's got the proprietary blend of On Guard in here, which has things like cloves, wild orange, cinnamon. It's got things in there that are really powerful antibacterials, antifungal, antivirus, all those types of anti things, which research shows are really nature's way of getting rid of those germs and those bugs and things like that. So it's really super. And of course, the best thing is it actually works. You can actually wash your clothes successfully in this. Not that the young people are going to care too much, but just know that this is going to be great for their skin. It's going to be great for supporting their immune system. Sounds strange, doesn't it, for a laundry liquid to be able to do this? But in one of these bottles is a whole 15ml bottle of the proprietary blend of On Guard. And for those of you who know how good that is, you'll be really happy to know that. So an extra great thing to be sending them away with. Now, a bonus, if you have a daughter who's going away, I would be highly, strongly, definitely recommending that they take with them a Clary Calm roller. Now, the Clary Calm roller is so fantastic because it's containing clary sage, which is well known to be a real hormone support balancer, and Agnus castus, which is another well-known herb for supporting female hormones. And it has some other essential oils in here, of course, remembering that these are all pure therapeutic grade ones. So this is not an oil to be taking internally. This is to be just rolling topically or using aromatically. So it's a roller like this, put it on wrists, back of neck, over lower abdomen if maybe in some pain, or putting it into the hands and really taking some good deep breaths. This is so supportive when it comes to the monthly cycle that so many young people are really struggling with. And bear in mind, when there's a massive change of living somewhere different, eating different things, having different experiences, different challenges, this can really have an impact generally on the homeostasis of the body, an impact on the detoxing pathways in the body, and they are all very much intertwined and interconnected with female hormones and the monthly cycle and mood and how you're feeling. So another really so supportive for daughters who are going off to uni, something that they know can be really helping them. And then of course, once they've got their kit and they're away and they've got all these different things that they know are going to be supportive to them, and of course you back home at least hope that they're going to be using these things that are going to be really helping them in those initial weeks, you can then have the opportunity to set up a monthly order to be able to choose things for them depending on what the feedback that you're getting from how they are. So I've got some other bits and bats here. So lots of the different oils have different, well, all the different oils have different properties, both physical and emotional. A really great blend to be popping in the diffuser to be helping with focus, clarity, concentration, that type of thing. So say they're really starting off learning things that are very, very, very new to them and they're needing to be having a great focus, will be a blend of lemon, peppermint, and rosemary. So these three together, rosemary is wonderful for memory, the mind, concentration. Peppermint, very uplifting, getting you ready in that moment to be really wanting to pay attention. And lemon, clear-mindedness. And again, of course, these oils have such great properties that they're not just necessarily used for one thing. So as I said earlier about the wild orange being able to be popped into water and used as a drink, like a cordial type drink, that type of flavour, you can do the same with lemon. And this is very clarifying to the body, great for the liver, really super to be having there as well. Peppermint, super for digestion. This can be popped into like a mini shot of water and taken either before or after meals. So that's great if maybe they're struggling a little bit with what they're eating. But also you can pop maybe some coconut oil or olive oil, just maybe a 5 or a 10p piece amount on the hand. 1 drop is plenty, 2 is okay, but I wouldn't be going too much further than that because these oils are so potent. Rubbing it together, rubbing it over the belly, maybe if they've got some reflux or something going on. It's just so wonderful to have a natural low-tox, great type of support there on hand. And if maybe they forget about it, you can be reminding them you've got things there to help you, don't worry. Maybe they're worried about going off to a pharmacy and buying something or going and seeing the doctor or not having the knowledge of what to get. You can send them something in the post and make sure that they've got it, and you can make these monthly orders and adding to them. Correctex is a lovely little salve that you can add onto, you can use it for lip seal. You've got chapped lips, but also for anything on the skin. It's got helichrysum in there and frankincense. I like to use it on my nails. But if you've got a graze or some type of thing on the skin that's, spots, acne, that type of thing, this can be really helpful and supportive. Supermint beadlets, they're great to be helping the peppermint in here, helping with digestion. Spearmint is really super for helping with confidence of your voice. So maybe they've got some speaking to do in a workshop, or they have a presentation that they've got to do and that's worrying them. These can be taken orally. They're tiny little balls with a couple of the drops of the oil in that you just pop between your teeth. Fantastic. Low-Tox hand sanitizer. Normal hand sanitizers are absolutely dreadful for your skin. They're messing up the mucous membranes. That's messing up your immune system. This is Low-Tox, so great if they're wanting to be having something on hand to be able to use. lip balm. So there's so many different opportunities that you could be sending them something in the post every month just to support them with their time there at uni. And when you are spending a certain amount each month and you're really investing in yourself and in your young people who are away on a consistent manner, because consistency is the key, you're also earning points. It's a very generous point scheme of where you can use these points for free products in the future as well. So many different ideas of ways to be able to help your young person going off to university, college, and letting them blossom and grow into these wonderful young people they already are, and helping them to find their way into where they're going to be going in the future. If you are interested in investing in some of these items, all of these items, I've popped a link in the information below so that you will be able to just simply click on the link and get yourself going with ordering all these products. And of course, when you buy these products through me, you get access to me as well. I offer monthly support to my doTERRA customers. I give half an hour, an hour's guidance on their own bespoke personal needs. You can get in touch with me. You can get lots more information. It really is a great learning journey as well to be moving into that low-tox world if that's something that you're wanting to do. Let me know how you get on. Let me know how your young people are getting on with university and how they are enjoying this great, amazing new experience and new chapter of their life. Bye for now.